What's going on, guys? It's your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we're going to be going over the gear you want to be running on your the one Escanor when it comes to global. So let's get into it. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is the one Escanor on GC database, and I wanted to show you the one Escanor on GC database before I actually go into the gear, because I feel like Escanor's kit is actually centered around a specific gear set that you want to run, and going over his kit will probably give you guys the idea of why you want to be running this specific set of gear. Alright, so the one Escanor's first card is going to be the influx card right here. This is the bonk card, the one that everyone like always talks about how broken it is. Basically how the influx card works, if you guys don't already know, influx does an additional 0.8% damage per 1% remaining HP in the one Escanor's health bar. So if you're at full HP, you're going to be doing an 80% increased damage on this influx card right here. So at base, it's already doing 200%, so you're going to be doing an extra 80% on top of that. And this scales per rank you have. With the level 3 influx card, it does an insane amount of damage if you guys have seen the one Escanor. Yeah, that first card is really good. And then his second card here inflicts damage equal to 600% of attack on one enemy. It's just a straight up raw damage attack right there. Derriere has this card as well. If you guys know Red Derriere's skill, it's basically the exact same as this. And then the one Escanor's passive is really going to center around the gear set that I'm building for him. But for his passive, the hero gains a buff which increases all stats by 6% at the start of an allied turn. When there's 3 stacks of this effect, remove debuffs and becomes immune to the debuffs for 1 turn. After that, removes a stack until only 1 stack is left, then stacks the buff accordingly again. This passive right here basically makes it so that all your substats and all your stats are increased by 6% per turn and goes up to a max of, what is it, like 3 stacks, so 6, 12, you get 18% increased of all your stats basically when you're at 3 stacks with the one Escanor. And as you can already see, like from the one Escanor's stats right here, he's got really good crit damage, he's got really high crit chance, he's got really good pierce rate, really high attack as well, and 10% lifesteal. Pretty notable things to note about the one Escanor, right? Being that the one Escanor has this passive is able to increase his substats even further, it's going to be really good when we build this specific gear set. Alright, so now you guys are going to be like, amazing, what is the gear set that you're going to be using on the one? So I'm going to switch over to my Grand Cross and show you guys the actual set I've been building on my global for the one. Alright, so we're on my global right now, and as you can see, I'm on my Escanor right here. I actually have a set prepped for the one Escanor that I have on my green Escanor at the moment. The main set that I decided to make for the one Escanor, I'm actually running it on my green Escanor right here. It's going to be the attack crit damage set, and the reason for that is because, as I explained with the one Escanor's kit, he actually gains 6% increase to each of his stats. And it caps out at 18% on the 3rd turn when he's getting the triple buff. So at that point, you're going to be having an insane amount of crit chance and crit damage, making your bonk card just turn 1 bonk people. The card is going to do an insane amount of damage with the crit damage boost as well, on top of how much the passive is boosting your damage already. That's why I think that attack crit damage is going to be the best set you can run on the one Escanor when he releases on global. Another set you could run as well is attack defense, because, you know, if you want that extra CC on an attack set and you still want to do a good chunk of damage, you could definitely run an attack defense set. I do have one already set up from before with my green Escanor, but an attack defense set definitely works as well. You guys might be wondering, what about an HP set, Amazing? Why don't you run like an HP crit or an HP defense, the one Escanor? And I say I would probably not run an HP defense or HP crit the one Escanor, and the reason for that is because you do go first, being that you are having more CC, let's say, but the damage you have won't be enough to where you're able to just bonk turn 1, you know what I mean? If you're running like Green Gother on it as well, you might be able to get enough damage if you have a really high rolls. But I'll definitely recommend an HP crit for a whale, just because of how much increase to stats you're gonna have. You're gonna have like everything maxed out. You'll definitely have the damage as a whale. But if you're like a free to play or a light spender that just wants to get 1 copy of the one, get like a few cosmetics or whatever, then I'll definitely recommend the attack defense or the attack crit set because of that. So I feel like this follows like the same principles as like Sariel on global. Like when everyone was questioning what you run on Sariel was like HP defense, or it was like HP crit or attack crit damage, right? And people, like, you know, they didn't really know what to run. But obviously on a DPS you want to run a DPS set. It only makes sense, right? So if you're running Sariel right here, you want to run attack crit damage, and the same goes for the one, as his whole point of his kit is for you to bonk turn 1 and knock people out instantly, right? So that's just my take on it. Like, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below on what you should be running on the one Escanor. But I definitely recommend, at the end of the day, if you are a light spender or a free-to-play and aren't getting many copies of the one, then definitely get an attack crit damage set. The attack crit damage set is also going to boost your damage of your ultimate as well, because if you crit with the ultimate, which you will have a really good chance of doing it with all the stacks you're getting on the one Escanor, you'll definitely be able to hit a really high number on the ultimate, even if it's like 1 out of 6 per se. So having it, like, you know, with the attack crit damage set will give you that benefit to where you're able to kill people that you might not have with like an HP set, right? I do think that the lack of CC as well from an attack crit set is also compensated, just because of how powerful the one is and his team is. With the Glue Eater team being the way it is, the one Escanor has a lot of CC on his team, because you got Gother with a combined link with King, so you get a lot of CC there. Goddess Elizabeth has one of the highest CCs in the game, so she's very good. And then whatever your sub is, like, probably it's going to be like Lost Vein and then the one Escanor here, right? But the team already has really good CC, so I feel like the loss of CC that the one Escanor loses actually is compensated by the rest of his team running HP defense anyway. So the one Escanor, the final verdict, run attack crit damage. That's definitely the best set for him. If you want to play it safe and get a little bit extra CC but still do a decent amount of damage, an attack defense set is also good. But at the end of the day, I would definitely recommend the attack crit set, so you're able to do enough damage to bonk turn 1 and instantly wipe out the opposing the one Escanor. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.